What's going on, guys? It's me, Shootersforever64, with the third setup editor tutorial. This time I'm going to be talking to you about action blocks and just a basic understanding of how the action blocks work. So the first thing I'm going to want to go and do is you want to go and open the setup editor and then choose Goldeneye .z64. So I'm just going to do it right now. So choose your Goldeneye 007 USA .z64 ROM and then open. And then just wait for this to open. Alright, so I'm going to show you something in real time. I'm not going to bother skipping the video or anything like that. I'm going to open my 1964 emulator and I'm going to show you a basic understanding of what I mean. So I'm going to load into Goldeneye now. So for example, I'm going to load up, let's say, the train level. I am on emulator, so there is a glitch where 60 FPS affects the action block of guards constantly shooting at Bond. I'm going to get into that now. So I'm going to go ahead and load up the train level. Now, as you can tell, these guards here behave differently. They don't actually come and shoot at Bond, like, let's say, if we go to the Aztec level. So I've alerted the guards, and these guys will come running to me, completely killing me. It's Aztec, so I'm going to probably die. So yeah, they run towards me, whereas the guys in train don't. They just stay there and shoot at Bond. Now this is basic example of an action block. So I'm going to show you how to get a guard to constantly. This could apply to like health and stuff. We'll get later on with that in the tutorials, but I'm just going to show you how to get a guard to constantly aim at Bond instead of shooting at Bond. If you know what I mean, or instead of running at Bond. Right, so the first thing I want to do, I've already put the ROM into the ROM thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy over the action block to a guard. This is what I want to get to you. So basically, if you go to the start of DAM, the first guard will come. I should have really chose DAM to demonstrate this, not Aztec. But it doesn't really matter. I'm doing this in real time. So, because I don't want to edit these and make it unclear, so what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to apply the same action block to Aztec actually in this regard. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to train. Now edit solo level in visual. This will open up the visual editor. It might take a while. I haven't ran this in a while and my computer's not exactly up to date, so just skip the video if you want. Now I just heard the symbol sound, so that means it's going to come on. Okay, it's on. Alright, so what we want to do here. Alright, so these guys have got the action block applied. So I'm sorry if you hear the mouse sounds and clicking sounds. I need to really demonstrate this. So click on the guard. Now if you go to action blocks, change action block, you will see that he's got the 0404 action block. So, edit action blocks. Go to the edit action blocks like I've just done. So I think I did that a bit quick. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm unclear with this. So we want them to continuously aim at Bond, don't we? So click on the guard. His action block is 0404. Right, so go to edit setup here. Edit action blocks. So his action block is 0404. I don't even think you have to... I haven't used it in a while. So his action block is 0404. So that's the action block we want to copy. So what we want to do is we want to export this action block. So we're going to put export action block. Now, I've got a folder that's called action blocks. Right here, you can see it here. So these are all the different action blocks that I've got. It can be complicated, but once you know the number, you know what you're adding. So this guy has got 0404.act, which means this is the type. This is the guy that's going to constantly aim at Bond. So 0404.act. Save that in my action blocks folder. We're going to come out with a visual editor. We're going to go to Aztec. And we're going to edit it in visual. Alright, so we're in Aztec now. These are the guards, you know, that are here. We're going to put display rubes, full level. I'm going to get into this now. Sometimes, I'll cover that in the next basic tutorial about this part. Right, so... edit, see what action blocks he's got. So there is an 0404. Not to worry. Because we can just replace it. So, edit action blocks. So now we want to import the same behaviour as the one from train. So I want to replace the 0404 action block, as you can tell here. It's a different type of action block to the one before. So we want to import the new action, or the other action block we got from train. So to carry on that behaviour, so import block. I actually feel that this might be a bit advanced for what we're doing here. But I'm just gonna... this is just a basic understanding of how the action blocks work, more or less. So, import the 0404 block. Do you want to clear it? Yes, I do. We want to get the new behaviour. I'm going to put on Bond Invincible. I'm going to do a showcase when we actually get into it. So we want to change the action block again. All of these guards to 0404. Because of the 1964 emulator I'm using, I haven't actually patched the new update yet. They're going to continuously fire. Right, so I'm just going to put all three of these guards to 0404. If you get an understanding of what I mean, you can use this to any level you want. You can just copy blocks over, copy guard behaviours over to any level you want by doing what I've just done shown here. So, now, I'm going to save the setup file, covered in the previous tutorials. I'm going to put it to level backups 1, which is where I save all my level backups, like my setup files and stuff, if I can find it. That's it, level backups 1. Actual level backups, it doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. So I'm going to save and overwrite that. I'm going to close this. I'm gonna title this Action Block Tutorial 1 because there is quite a few tutorials that I want to make on the action block thing. So we saved the Aztec file. Click this here to get it to do this, and then we want to inject the Aztec file level backups. You should do it automatically like this. So open that, and you might want to write, and then once you've done doing this, we're doing this on a new ROM, by the way. I'm creating a new ROM here. So I'm going to write the ROM. I put it in downloads, like with every single one of my ROMs. Look at this, it's ridiculous. I need to sort this out big time. So you will get a message that says something about J-text or whatever, that, or Japanese text something. That's fine. I'm going to tell you what to do. It doesn't always happen, but it mainly happens if you're doing something on a clean ROM. It could possibly happen here. Hopefully it doesn't. If it does, I'll show you what to do. Actually, it's a good thing if it happens, because I can show you what to do. It's happened to me all the time. So I'm going to put this as act block test.z64. I'm going to save that. Yeah, we get the message. Fuck's sake. Alright. This happens sometimes. All you want to do is go to this here. Delete debug data and JText. It doesn't actually affect anything you've done. Just click that, and then try and rewrite the ROM like this. Alright, so it's done that. Now I'm gonna reopen I'm gonna go to my new ROM that I've just made in the setup editor just now. I'm gonna open that. I'm going to go on full screen. Yes, I know Randy Marsh is a thumbnail on YouTube. I get it. It's funny. Like I said, I'm going to put Bond Invincible on. And now we can see the different guard behaviours. They're not going to rush at us anymore. So there you go, you can see the behaviours night and day. I need to update my 1964 emulator. But yeah, look. The guy is not going to keep coming at me. He's not going to keep, rushing at me the way he was doing before. He's just going to stay stationary. And that's what I want. Now, if you want to do it professional, like I did it veteran, or you put like a crate or something in front of him so it looks like he's just taking cover. But yeah, as you can tell, he's not going to rush at me anymore. So that's a basic coverage of the action blocks. I feel like I made it a bit unclear. I didn't explain things very well. But I haven't done one of these tutorials in a while. I'm not good at doing tutorials, but I try to explain my best. So yeah. That's basically a basic understanding of how the action blocks work in the Goldeneye setup editor tutorial. I will improve making these tutorial videos. I hope this found it somewhat useful. It's only my third one. So peace out, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you can get get a basic understanding of what I'm trying to show you here. If you want any help in the comments, please feel free to comment, and peace out.